Welcome to New Sky TV. It's explosive. Wang Haozhen burst onto the set and publicly embraced Guo Yuxin tightly, causing the entire set to erupt in cheers. Have you ever wondered why a hug can make your heart race more than any confession in a script? That day, the set lights still illuminated the fake tenderness of their contractual relationship, and Guo Yuxin was forcing a polite yet distant smile at Chen Xiangxiang. But once the cameras were off, who could tell how much of that ambiguous gaze was genuine and how much was fake? Just when everyone thought it was another predictable, artificial romance, Wang Haozhen barged in with a burning passion. Don't you think this kind of unexpected appearance is a million times more lethal than any carefully crafted romantic scene? He didn't even give anyone time to react, striding past the astonished cameras and stunned crew members, heading straight for the girl still struggling in her role. Did you also suddenly hold your breath, wondering what would happen next? When his strong arms pulled Guo Yuxin tightly into his embrace in public, the entire crew seemed to be put on pause. But didn't your heart start racing at that moment? Guo Yuxin's eyelashes trembled. The bewilderment of being jolted out of character was quickly covered by tears welling up in her eyes. Can you imagine what it feels like to be rescued from a fabricated story in such a way? He let her lean on his shoulder, the movement so natural and open, as if this moment wasn't on a film set, but in a world that belonged only to the two of them. Have you ever, at some point, longed for such undisguised, unashamed affection? Whispers rose around them like a tide. Some gasped, some covered their mouths, but Wang Haozhen's gaze remained fixed on her alone. Wasn't this oblivious focus more heart-fluttering than any public confession? Think about it. In the drama, the contractual romance relies on dialogue and editing to piece together the heart-fluttering moments, but a single hug in real life turns all the carefully crafted sweet scenes into a pale joke. Isn't this the most beautiful slap in the face to acting? Those ambiguous glances polished by the script, those intimate shots obtained through repeated takes, are as fragile as a soaked sheet of paper in the face of genuine feelings. Haven't you noticed that real sparks never need the director to yell action? Chen Xiangxiang stands 3 steps away, still clutching the prop rose he hadn't had time to put down. The man who should have fallen in love with Guo Yuxin in the drama is now watching this scene, so real it's blinding, like an outsider. Isn't this dramatic contrast 100 times more exciting than any love triangle any screenwriter could come up with? Wang Haozhen didn't care who was watching or filming. What he wanted was for everyone to clearly see, the acting was fake, but his feelings for her were more intense and real than any spotlight on set. Wasn't this confident public support more powerful than 1,000 I love yous? We're tired of those artificially sweet, contrived displays, and we're fed up with the hypocritical antics of ambiguity in front of the camera and avoidance behind it. But when genuine, unvarnished affection is laid bare, why does it make us want to both laugh and cry? The moment Guo Yuxin buried her face in his shoulder, her fingers subtly gripped the crease of his shirt. This instinctive little gesture revealed so many hidden secrets. Have you ever held on to someone in the same way during an embrace, unwilling to let go? The entire set went from a frenzy to a strange silence. Even the most gossipy staff couldn't bear to take photos, because that pure, almost blinding happiness made you feel like any action would be a disturbance. Have you ever experienced a moment where even the air seemed sacred? Wang Haozhen's actions shattered all the dogmas of avoiding suspicion. He told the world, why hide when you like someone? Openly cherishing and openly spoiling someone is what love should be like, but why do most people even have to sneak around holding hands? This set visit was more than just a visit, it was a declaration. On-screen romances work, off-screen embraces are life. Can you distinguish whether you're moved by their sweetness or regret your own lack of courage? When artificial sweetness fills the screen, when fake couple culture is rampant, this natural interaction, unpretentious, fearless, and unhindered, slices away all hypocrisy like a knife, revealing the beating, burning sincerity within. Isn't this what we ultimately seek when following celebrities in dramas? What moves people most is never a perfect script, but a moment when someone is willing to break all rules and ignore all opinions for you, simply because you deserve it. Do you dare admit that you've been waiting for someone who would give up the world but never give up on you? Looking back at that embrace now, it has long transcended the realm of sweetness, becoming a resounding slap in the face to all those who treat love as a performance. Don't you also suddenly feel that all those carefully designed romance pales in comparison at this moment? So stop asking why this scene can ignite the entire internet, because in this era where everyone wears a mask, One genuine not hiding is better than 1,000 perfect acts. Don't you also yearn in your heart for someone to embrace the real you without hesitation, just like Wang Haozhen embraced Guo Yuxin? Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.